All right, guys, I am here with Taina Fernandez out of Maryland. She's representing the Headhunter Wrestling Club this weekend. She just added to her long list of accomplishments the Junior Beast Championship today. Not only did she win the girls bracket, but she also won the boys bracket, so she's a double gold medalist today in both divisions. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your day or some of your competition or matches that you had.
Today went pretty well. I love like getting like mat time today, and especially since I've been doing so much freestyle over the summer, it was nice getting back into folk style. I think like over like the matches, it was cool like seeing any like little mistakes I needed to fix. So right now I'm just excited to get back in the room and like fix everything so it can be nearly perfect.
Yeah. Well, you got a long list of accomplishments here. A lot of it's freestyle. You're on the world. I mean, one of the biggest ones is you're on the world team right now for your age group, U15. Tell us a little bit about, how long have you been wrestling, how you got into wrestling, and where we're at today.
I've been wrestling for about 9 years. I'm 13 now, and I started when I was 4 years old. I got into wrestling when I was about four. My dad and my mom they put me in a lot of different sports, and then for some reason I just chose wrestling. Funny is like the first day I was there, we were doing sprints, and I like bumped into somebody, and I almost lost my tooth. They're like purple for the rest of the week. But I was like, hey, my favorite color is purple, so I just loved it.
So did your dad wrestle, or do you have brothers that wrestle? I know you said you tried a lot of different sports, but now girls wrestling or women's wrestling is much more popular now.
Yep.
And it's one of the fastest growing sports, but 9 years ago that wasn't the case. So as a girl or a female, how did you decide that I'm going to try wrestling? Was it your brother, your father? Who was it that kind of introduced you to that?
I think that there wasn't really anybody that introduced me to it. I just like fell in love with it. I think wrestling is such an individual sport, so I think that I didn't need like anyone like with like soccer. There wasn't like anyone like girls team or like on the boys team.
Yeah.
It was like strictly just myself, and like I'm the one who wanted to push me and get better, and I'm grateful for having my parents, like my dad, there to support me.
Yeah. Well, I know you come to a lot of Tyron tournaments. I've seen you around. You do the duels. You wrestle the boys. I know the girls' brackets aren't always as full as we'd like them to be. Where do you find value, or why do you put yourself into the boys' brackets and wrestle them?
I find value in the boys' brackets because I just look at it as like competition, and with the boys are, although there's always good competition, there's always a good amount of people in the boys' brackets, and then by wrestling boys, I'm definitely able to see like what little mistakes I need to fix, or like what things I need to improve myself on. So.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite, women's wrestler, or a couple of them, but who do you look up to? Who's your role model?
I think my role models probably are like Helen Maroulis or Tamara Mensah-Stock. I also like Jordan Burroughs and Austin Gomez.
Oh yeah. Okay. What message could you give, whether it's a girl that's never wrestled before, why should they try it? Well, let's start with that one. I won't give you too much. So if somebody's going to be watching this video, why should a girl try wrestling?
I think a girl should try wrestling because I think a girl should try wrestling if she likes it and she wants to do it. Like, there's no need to be scared or anything. It's really just a sport, and it's open to everyone. It just because there seems to be more male representation sometimes doesn't mean it's strictly male. It's open to everyone, and a girl should try wrestling because it does help me, and I learned so much for it, and it's such like a focus in my life right now. Like, my life revolves around wrestling.
Yeah. So let's talk to the girl now. Let's talk to the girl that does already wrestle, but maybe she's not winning or having the success that you have. Why should she continue to wrestle?
She should continue to wrestle because I strongly believe that if she continues to wrestle, she'll see that even though things may not go well, like outside, like just not strictly wrestling, but outside of wrestling, other things will like continue to like go well as well. Like I think wrestling, you'll find like a strong confidence in yourself, and she keeps going, she'll find that she can push herself and like exceed the expectations of herself that she may not have knew she could.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you want to share, or anybody you want to thank or kind of give a shout out to, or anything I didn't already touch on with you?
I would just like to give a shout out to like my parents, both my dad and my mom. They're just always like such like strong pillars of support for me. My dad's always supporting me and pushing me in my corner, and my mom, she's just always there to like.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what high school you're going to go to?
Not sure yet, but
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm
All
definitely
right.
excited for next year.
What about favorite college teams, guys or girls, or you have a favorite out there? Anybody you follow?
I think my favorite colleges right now were probably like Iowa or Penn State, and I like Spencer Lee and Austin Gomez right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you at our events. We appreciate your support. It's phenomenal what you've accomplished
Thank you.
in the time that you've been wrestling. And I enjoy doing interviews and things like this because I get to learn more about you as opposed to when you're just out there wrestling, we're all kind of running around like crazy. So I wish you the best. I look forward to being a part of your journey, even if it's just in a very small way, and running tournaments or seeing you and following you. So you're on the right track, and just keep working really, really hard. And I'm sure your goals are you're gonna see them come to fruition.
Thank you.
So great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.